We can avoid this terrible fate. We must purchase our future by paying for the collective sins of our past. So in tonight's game of Phonomancer, we perform a rite of atonement called the Aaaannd working. It is a story of death and rebirth, told in 5 songs. The Aaaannd working is an ordeal. On the far side of that ordeal lies your reward, a glimpse of the divine plan that justifies the horrors of history. You will be reminded that despite the sometimes unbearable awfulness of the world, everything is going to be okay. Better than okay. A glorious destiny awaits us. In that wonderful future, all broken hearts will be healed. Can I get a fuck yeah? All it takes is letting go and getting into the moment. Right here, right now. When requested, stand up and dance. Sing along if you know the words. Turn music into magic. Be a Phonomancer. During the first song of this rite, O Comely, allow yourself to feel shame and sorrow as you contemplate the terrible fate of the young writer Aaaannd, who fell victim to the Holocaust. If that is not enough to fill you with horrified revulsion, imagine it happening to someone you know and love. You must make it personal. For the magic to work, it must hurt. There will be a moment when you come face to face with absolute evil. The highly sensitive are duly warned. When the TV screens say, don't close your eyes, close your eyes. What follows is shock and horror, but not everyone is ready for that confrontation. In the second song, Ghost, rejoice! Rejoice in the knowledge that Anne is now a little boy in Spain, playing pianos filled with flame. She knows she lives forever, as do we all, and thus, there's no need to ever be afraid. Can I get a fuck yeah? In the third song, Untitled, exult in the part you are playing in life, this greatest of dramas. In the fourth, Two-Headed Boy Part 2, feel saudade, the exquisite pain of knowing that everyone and everything you cherish will someday slip away. Our willingness to love in the face of loss is a sacrifice we can offer the goddess to give thanks for the gift of our existence. She derives aesthetic pleasure from all human emotion, but courageously suffered heartbreak, most of all. Not out of cruelty or sadism. It is simply so achingly beautiful to her. It's in our brave submission to the inescapable that we can transcend ourselves. Can I get a fuck yeah? With the last song, Release, commit to the struggle for the future with ferocious joy. We shall overcome our enemy and achieve our bright science fictional destiny. Suffragette City awaits. But first, my friends, with courage, gaze into the abyss.
It's been estimated that over the last 5 centuries, something like 330 million people have been murdered by conquest, genocide, slavery, colonialism, and imperialism. It's been an unprecedented orgy of human beings visiting pain on other human beings. The energetic mass of that atrocious butchery is like a black wall that's preventing us from evolving, from realizing our true birthright as children of the goddess. Imagine it is built of blocks 6 feet long, 2 feet high, 3 feet wide. Calculate the cubic volume of that block, multiply it by 330 million, then arrange that any which way you want. That's what we're up against. It has stopped us in our collective tracks. I think we can all feel it. Politically, culturally, even technologically, our progress has slowed drastically, if not halted, or even gone backwards. But the momentum of evolution is still running up against us. The pressure is building and building. There's a ticking clock. Under the lash, the gun, the barbed wire, humanity is screamed collectively for its mother. And so the feminine aspect of the eternal Godhead, the Holy Ma, is coming at a run to see what the matter is. Perhaps the first stirrings of her energy could be felt in the abolition of slavery in the United States, then the suffragette movement. It grew during the struggle for civil rights, the rise of ecological consciousness, the popular efforts to end the Vietnam War, women's liberation, the anti-nuclear movement, gay rights, #MeToo, and more. The Holy Ma grows closer. What happens next depends on what she finds when she gets here. We're toppling at the edge of something. Tip one way and it's going to be Star Trek: The Next Generation. Tip the other way and it's going to be Mad Max. If, when the full blast of her energy arrives, our metaphorical rooms are clean, it'll be the former. If she gets here to find we've been finger painting the walls with our own shit, well, there will be a rupture. All that pressure that's been building will blow. The result might be a nuclear war, or total climate catastrophe, or a super flu epidemic, or an out-of-control, inhumanly intelligent AI, or take your pick. It won't be pretty. It'll set us back 10,000 years. We have to get past that wall, and there's only one way to do it. Tear it down, one block at a time. Now, Joseph Stalin once said, 1 murder is a tragedy, but 1 million murders, that's a statistic. And Stalin was right. You cannot grasp 1 million murders, let alone 330 million. You just can't. Your mind won't allow it. But what you can do is think about one person, one face, one name, one story that you know like she told it to you herself, because she did, in a book you read when you were in 7th grade. It was called Diary of a Young Girl, and the author was Anne Frank. Anne Frank lived in fear in Amsterdam for 2 years until she was dragged out into the street by secret police under the eyes of her unprotesting neighbors and shoved into a car, then taken to a warehouse, then crammed onto a rail car, then shipped to a camp where they shaved her head and tattooed a number on her arm. There she withered away on a bunk she shared with 6 other women until she died of typhus. Then she was just another dead, naked adolescent girl heaped on the corpses of other teenagers because a particular guard had a fetish for that sort of thing, and he liked to take photographs. So, during this next song, think about Anne Frank. Bring her to life in your consciousness and go through that experience with her. You must own it. Live the terror. Feel the true crushing weight of her loss. Suffer and do penance for our collective wrongs. When you're done, there will be one less 6 foot by 3 foot by 2 foot block in that wall. Maybe that will be enough that a little of that pressure can escape. Maybe you'll have bought us a little more time. If enough of us do this shadow work, we can finally grow up as a civilization. We can become the citizens of the transcendent we are meant to be. So do this right with me. It means something. It's our responsibility. It's all up to us.
will be with you when you lose your breath, chasing the only meaningful memory you thought you had left, with some pretty bright and bubbly terrible scene that was doing her thing on your chest. Oh, calmly, it isn't as pretty as you like to guess in your memory, or drunk on your ought to be. It doesn't mean anything at all. Calmly, all of your friends are all letting you blow, bristling and ugly, bursting with fruits falling out from the holes of some bright and bubbly friend you could be, to say comforting things in your ear. Oh, calmly, there isn't such one friend that you could find here standing next to me. Only my enemy, I'll crush him with everything I am. Say what you wanna say and angry or always moving your mouth to pull out all your miracle days. For me, your father made fetuses with flesh-licking ladies, while you and your mother were asleep in the trailer park. Thunderous sparks from the dark of the stadiums, the music and medicine you needed for comforting. So make all your fat, fleshy fingers to moving, and pluck all your silly strings, and bend all your notes for me. And soft, silly music is meaningful, magical. The movements were beautiful, all in your ovaries, all of them milking with green fleshy flowers, while powerful pistons were sugary sweet machines, telling of scene, and all under the garden was all you were needing when you still believed in me. Say what you wanna say and angry or hollow ways, moving your mouth to pull out all your miracle days. For me, others, her sister and mother, and 500 families. And will she remember remember me. 50 years later, I wish I could save her in some sort of time machine. Know all your enemies. We know who our enemies are. Know all your enemies. We know who our enemies are. I see the words, feel the chill. Which way to go? With no sail, I see the words on a rocket horse of time. I see the verbs in the rain. No. Can you see me now? I am myself, like you somehow. I'll ride the wave where it takes me. I'll hold the pain, release it. Oh, dear Dad, can you see me now? I am myself, like you somehow. I'll wait up in the dark for you to